Right now, as you're watching this video, your mind is probably doing 3 things at once. You're listening to me, you're thinking about your to-do list, and maybe you're even planning dinner. But what if I told you that mastering this one skill, being fully present in this exact moment, could transform your stress, your relationships, and actually your entire life? I know, crazy, isn't it? And as someone with over 40 years in pharmacy, I can tell you the science behind why this works is absolutely fascinating. I'm Angela, and for decades, I've lived everywhere except the present moment. My mind was constantly racing, reviewing yesterday's mistakes, worrying about tomorrow's challenges, or trying to manage everyone else's needs while completely disconnecting from my own. I disconnected from my own body and my inner wisdom, and I'm sure that sounds familiar to you too. If you're a healthcare professional or you're in leadership of any type, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're trained to anticipate problems, multitask, and always be on. But here's what nobody's telling you. Chronic mental time travel is literally rewiring your brain for anxiety and making it impossible to access your intuition and your inner guidance. So today, I'm going to share why your nervous system is stuck in overdrive, but more importantly, the exact techniques that I use to drop into presence in under 60 seconds, even in the middle of chaos. This tool has helped me tremendously. But let me ask you something. When was the last time you ate a meal without thinking about something else, or had a conversation where you weren't mentally preparing your response while the other person was talking? And you could tell when somebody's doing it to you. You don't feel heard or listened to. But here's what's happening in your body when you're not present. Your nervous system thinks you're in danger. When your mind is spinning with the what ifs and I should haves, I stopped shoulding all over myself a long time ago. Your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Now, the problem with that is over time, when you have an overproduction of these, it creates chronic inflammation, it can disrupt your sleep, it affects your digestion, and literally ages you faster. So this is actually anti-aging. But here's the most powerful part. Your body can only be in the present moment. Your heart is beating right now. Your breath is happening right now. When you anchor yourself in these physical realities, you literally shift your nervous system from that fight or flight into a rest and restore mode. It's pretty powerful. And as a pharmacist of decades, I've seen what chronic stress can do to a body. But I've also discovered that presence isn't just a spiritual practice, it's actually medicine for your entire system. I learned this the hard way during the most chaotic period of my life. I was juggling a demanding pharmacy career. I owned and operated 2 pharmacies for a 15-year-long time frame. I was managing my household, but I was completely disconnected from myself. I was always in constant mental noise. You know how that is. Replaying conversations, worried about everything, worry. I just thought, I'm a worrywart like my mother or grandmother. I was just born that way. But I was never just being and enjoying life and what I had. And it wasn't until that cancer diagnosis that I started practicing. And I didn't call it this back then, but I have now, what I call moment mastery. When I stopped reacting to every crisis, started to trust my intuition again, and began making decisions from a place of clarity instead of chaos. When that happened, especially in the last couple of years of I've really practiced this, the stress weight is starting to melt off. My relationships are improving, and I feel like I'm finally living my life instead of just surviving it. Have you ever felt like that? Like people ask how you are, and you're like, oh, I'm surviving, instead of like, I'm great. The technique I'm about to share changed a lot of things for me, and I've watched it transform the lives of countless women who thought in the past that maybe inner peace was impossible with their busy schedules. Busy. We're so busy doing things, we never have time to just be. So here's one of my 60-second moment mastery techniques. And you can do this anywhere, anytime. The first step is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You want to anchor it. It only takes like 20 seconds. So right now, name 5 things you can see. Name 4 things that you can touch. 3 things that you can hear. 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And what does this do? It immediately pulls your attention out of mental time travel that we talked about and back into your physical reality, which is the right here, right now. Then what I do is I place my left hand on my heart area and I breathe directly into that space at a pace of 5 in, 5 out, slower than normal. And this just isn't relaxation. What you're doing, you're actually activating your heart's neural network and creating coherence in your heart that then will create coherence in your brain. Your heart literally has its own intelligence. And when you can connect with it, you can actually connect with it, access your wisdom and other higher cognitive functions that can be out of reach. Step 3 is the moment declaration. With your hand still in your heart, say, I am safe in this moment. I am exactly where I need to be, or something to that effect. This helps to reprogram your nervous system to recognize right now, in this moment, you are okay. In this moment. The magic happens when you do this consistently. Your brain starts to remember what peace feels like, and you begin making choices from this centered place instead of from that anxiety or overwhelm. Here's what happens when you master the present moment. You can stop reacting and start responding. You can begin to trust your intuition again. You can start to make better decisions because you're not clouded by mental noise. Your relationships improve because people feel truly heard when you're fully present with them. I'm sure you've had an example of that yourself, where you feel like somebody's not listening to you versus when they are. It's a very different vibe. And here's something beautiful. When you're present, you start noticing more opportunities and synchronicities that maybe your busy mind was missing. Life can begin to flow instead of feeling like it's a constant battle because you're always thinking about the what ifs, or you're thinking about the shoulds or should nots. So this isn't about becoming a monk or meditating for hours at a time. This is really reclaiming your power to choose where your attention goes. Because wherever your attention goes, your life is going to follow. If you're ready to go deeper and want personalized support in mastering presence and transforming the patterns that keep you stuck in mental chaos, currently, I'm offering some complimentary, a limited number, one-on-one calls where we're going to identify one major problem and create a personalized plan to solve it. And we'll do that together. This isn't about adding more to your already busy schedule, because God knows we're all busy, no matter what. But it's about helping you find that calm center within the storm so you can make decisions from clarity instead of overwhelm. You can find the link to book your call, that complimentary call, as I said, that 30-minute complimentary call, in the description below. We're going to dive deep and see what's really keeping you from your inner peace. You will walk away with a clear action to take that you can take into your life that will help you to achieve that. Remember, presence is not a luxury. It's really a necessity for anyone who wants to live fully and make decisions from their highest self. Your life is happening right now in this moment, not yesterday, not today. So don't miss it because your mind is somewhere else. I've done that for so long, and I'm so grateful that I don't do that anymore. So if this resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more practical tools for inner transformation, and drop a comment telling me what's one thing you want to be more present for in your life. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, this moment is the only moment you truly have, so make it count.